Hey, Davida, it's Heather. I wanted to take the opportunity to reply to your discussion board. I really enjoyed reading it. When first looking at the cells in your house, I had to take a minute to try and understand it. I'm glad that Dr. K elaborated on it in class too. I think when you're first looking at it, it would be hard to give to a couple and go, okay, let's talk about how to break down. But if you kind of just go ahead and start with what you talked about, let's focus on the pain, the issue kind of that brought you in, and we're going to break down, kind of where that pain comes from and work through it. I do agree, like one of the shortcomings of cells in your house is that they don't really list, interventions. They really do a good job at defining each of the parts of the model, but then kind of how to apply it. They're really talking about you possibly need a seasoned person. Really, when you look at this, like, ask yourself, do you need a seasoned person for each of these models? And then reading the Hope and Grace one, that one, was definitely interesting. I love that we are getting the opportunity to talk through this and compare and contrast kind of the two models. You're right. The Hope and Grace one redirects the couple towards the strengths and virtues they already possess. I have to be honest, like thinking about the word virtues, like I guess I had never thought about it that way. I always ask couples, okay, well, why did you get married? What do you love about the person sitting next to you on this couch? Why have you stayed married? What do you enjoy about your marriage? What do you enjoy doing, together, kind of helping them remember, the beginning to make them stronger. But talking about those virtues, those strengths, when so many couples walk in, let me tell you what he did, let me tell you what she did. So I love that the Hope and Grace approaches it as, okay, let's talk about hope, let's talk about grace, because both these models talk about grace. But I wanted to tell you, I love kind of your last paragraph. While you appreciate the hope-focused approach that utilizes each person's strengths and has been presented as an approach that novice therapists can utilize proficiency, I agree. Like they're talking in the Hope and Grace, the hope-focused book, about really, I guess, being experienced or seasoned, to really just address, that hope and grace and everything. I don't know which one I favor. I know you're leaning towards, the conflict and restoration. I'm wondering, okay, tell me what you think about almost being able to use both, like starting out with, pain, conflict, everything, and then entering into, kind of that model, but bringing a sense of hope and grace, into them. I kind of said on my discussion board, one of the shortcomings was, what if you encounter a couple that does not understand or really hasn't even heard, especially with their family of origin or just what their marriage looks like, if they have not even heard about the concepts of hope and grace, let alone showing justice and fairness to each other. So that's the shortcoming that I talked about in my discussion board. So just wanted to give you my thoughts. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. Bye.